Hello and welcome back to the world of the spirit consciousness. This is the continuation of the book study session on the astral body and other astral phenomena. We are now in the 16th module discussing the mastery of emotion. This particular video, it will be a book summary on this book called The Law of Psychic Phenomena. Now, coming straight through, this has been subdivided into an introduction. There's a discussion on the subjective and the objective minds and the application. Coming to the introduction, the above mentioned book by TJ Hudson was written in 1892. Based on the current knowledge, it is not important to completely rely on the terminology, classification, and analysis given by Hudson. Also, Powell is of the opinion that Hudson has built too much on the premises and his theory surpassed the breaking point. However, this book is extremely valuable because it encourages a fair scientific skepticism in blindly accepting believable but insincere explanations of several psychic phenomena. It brings to light the immense potential we have lying dormant in our subconscious parts, which a sincere and careful student would know to employ considerably. These forces can be employed to gain control over the astral body for an overall purification and development of the individual's own character. Surely, there are several other present day books which can help in this matter. So, coming to the subjective and objective minds. So, a person's mentality is divided into two parts, each having its own abilities and functions. So, these two divisions are called the subjective and the objective minds. Looking at the objective mind, this absorbs the knowledge of the objective world, and through this mind the physical senses makes observations. Its main function is reason. The subjective mind absorbs knowledge of the surroundings independent of the physical senses. This mind houses the emotions and the memories. It is the most active when the objective mind is not in influence, for instance during hypnotism and somnambulism. The other powers of the subjective mind, as credited by Hudson, are evidently those of the astral body. For instance, the power to travel long distances, read thoughts, etc. Also, the objective mind is not guided by suggestion or opposed to reason, positive knowledge, or proof of the senses. The subjective mind is consistently influenced by the power of suggestion from others or from the person's own objective mind. So, what's the applications of these? A student may realize how the knowledge in this literature matches with the school of theosophy, especially when compared with the current knowledge of the astral and mental vehicles, and the characteristics and functions of thoughts and emotion forms. So, as discussed earlier, the student will be able to understand that almost infinite capabilities are dormant in his or her own psychological makeup, which he may put to use as guided by an expert occultist. For example, in meditation, she or he may be able to clearly understand how the karma and the manas get intertwined. Also, how they can be free to the advantage as well as strengthening of both. It is important to remember that desire can be changed and overcome by thought. When the mind learns to establish control, desire transforms to will. It is then led by the ego, the individual, instead of the external influences that draw or repulse him or her. So, with this, we've come to the end of the book summary on the law of psychic phenomena. Our next video, we will continue discussing other factors in evolution and training of the astral vehicle. Stay tuned.